Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody got to wherever they're going safe and sound. Me, I'm actually going to be leaving in a couple hours to go down to my in-laws. But first, got to go by my mom's to pick up some pies. Oh, my God. My mom, I've got a mother like none other, man. Christmas, Thanksgiving, she's been cooking the last couple of days. Pumpkin pies, lemon meringue pies, rolls, and everything else. And it's just off the chain. And she cooks them not just for me, but for my brothers and sister, and for her brothers and sisters, my aunts and uncles and stuff like that. And holidays are just huge for my mom, especially Christmas. Oh my God, the cookies. She literally makes like gallon jars of cookies, not just like regular Christmas cookies. She makes cookies like you've never even heard of and seen before. That's why I always end up getting this extra 10 pounds in the wintertime between between Halloween candy, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. It's just hard to keep the weight off. But here it is. It is Thanksgiving, and hope all you guys are going to have a great Thanksgiving. Hopefully for the Dallas Cowboys, it's a great Thanksgiving. Ooh, boy. This is a big game. This is, in fact, playoffs. This is the biggest game we've had all season. The Cowboys have finally gotten to where they want to be. They want to be a power-running football team and strong defense. That's the design that they've tried to have forever, which was basically the same design we had back during the 90s, even though it's the land that time forgot. Be that as it may, this is what the team was built to do. Everybody thinks that we should be throwing the ball 400 yards and so forth. The offensive line you have, the running back you have, is made to control the clock and pound the rock. Now, it's only been 2 games that we played real well after that Tennessee debacle. And a lot of people will say Amari Cooper is the reason why the offense is going better, which is true. That's a big part of it, because he's able to stretch the field, because the safety has to be concerned about covering him deep, because it's not that he's going to go deep every time, but you've got to be prepared if he does. So that instant that he's looking to see what that route is enough to give enough of a crease to that offensive line to be able to get those yards, get Zeke churning and things like that. But I'm also going to point on to one other point here that I think is actually huge. I think is actually the change up of guard. Connor Williams, he's a young guy, young pup. Needs to put a little more weight on it, a little more bulk on him. But had to be like a deer caught in the headlights out there. When you're in college and you're a great player, you're head and shoulders above the competition, so you're able to dominate. When you get to the NFL, you're talking about like the top 1% of those college players, the cream of the crop, the best of the best. And you're facing them every single week. The speed difference and everything else. It's hard for a rookie to start out and be a Pro Bowler. It really is. You are literally a boy among men. So the last 2 weeks, we've had Xavier playing a guard. And you got to look at this offensive line is playing the best it's played all season. There's still some mismatches in there and things like that. We've seen Lyle Collins still give up a few sacks and things. But Xavier has actually helped to solidify that offensive line. And they've been running roughshod through people. And that's not to say that Connor Williams won't be a great player and things, but giving him a blow, giving him a chance to watch, learn, and observe, I think will do wonders for his career. And you've got to be happy that offensive line is churning. Now, it's not going to be easy against the Washington Redskins. The Redskins are 8th against the run. Now, part of that number is skewed in the way that it's also the game style that they're playing. If you look at last week's game for us, there weren't that many plays in that game. When you look at the Jets, oh my God, the San Francisco Kansas City game, when you have more passing, you have guys going out of bounds, that stops the clock. You have incomplete passes that stop the clock. And it's a faster pace. You'll see the game last longer because there's more clock stoppages. But when you are running the football and you're running and not getting out of bounds, you're taking up 40 seconds in a whack, which means there's not going to be that many plays. If you do a pass play and it's an incomplete, you may only take off 10 seconds off the clock, or if the guy goes out of bounds. See the difference? And that's why with the Redskins have been more of a running team just like us with Adrian Peterson, where the clock just keeps moving so you have less plays. And if there's less plays, then there's going to be less run and less yardage. So keep that in mind, when you look at some of the stats. And I know you guys are going to say I'm a hypocrite because I'm manipulating stats. I'm not manipulating stats. I'm just telling you what ways to look at it. Sometimes the stats aren't exactly true to what's going on. You have to look at the whole picture situation. If a team is number one against the pass, generally speaking, that means they're probably poor against the run. Because people are running against them more, doesn't mean they're a great pass defense. It's just that their defensive line is so bad that you're better off running against them. Or if you're a team that has a lead all the time, you're going to see teams passing more, trying to catch up, and thus the running numbers go down. So anyway, be that as it may. But I will see you guys. I'm going to get down to Waynesboro, have dinner, and be live streaming the game at my in-laws. I'm Mark Holmes, wishing you all a happy Thanksgiving.